Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to do with the third part of the chapter 4.2 to serve with love. I'm on page 182 of the textbook. Okay, so class after class, the reports are being presented, and which each presentation one could understand that there is a remarkable improvement, because higher the class, the children were a little matured and they could express themselves well. And here the emphasis was on what they have understood and not what they are expected to learn. These are two different things. Then Mr. Braithwaite is extremely happy because the next in queue is his class, and Denham has called out the representatives to come up onto the stage. And he feels very proud of the fact that Denham has addressed the girls as Miss. Okay, and as their names are being called out, each one of them come onto the stage and they take their seats with commendable gravity. Commendable meaning someone who deserves praise. Then Miss Joseph has given a short address, and she says that these lessons have a particular bias towards mankind. Okay, helping out mankind, and she tells that how these lessons have helped them understand that the mankind is interdependent on each other, irrespective of the color, race, creed, whatever it is. Then they move on to Potter, who comes up with the subject of maths, and he speaks on the weights and measures. He tries to show the relationship between the kilogram, the pound, the meter, and foot, and how they are different. And then Sapiano talks about, he has made a report on the pest, how the pest attacks the cotton plant and potatoes and so on. And then coming on to Miss Peg and Jackson, they have divided the subject of geography. So Jackson talks about the distribution of mineral deposits and the vegetable growth across the earth surface. And then Miss Peg has talked about the human relationship and the problems that people have faced after the Second World War. And then Fernan has had a trump card meaning a special advantage, because he has come up with something unique. He has summoned someone to bring on to the stage, Welch and Allison. Okay, he has summoned both of them to bring on to the skeleton to the stage. When the skeleton is brought up and hung up there, the entire audience is like laughing loudly. But then there's levity meaning this serious. He wanted to present a very serious matter. The serious matter is being presented with some kind of a humor, that's called as levity. But then when he started explaining the concept, everybody was quiet, and he talked about the skeleton, that the skeleton belonged to a woman. But then we could not say it belonged, whether it was a German, a French, or a Greek. We don't know the actual race. Okay, so ultimately what he wanted to say, that it's not the race, the caste that is important, but after all, a skeleton is a skeleton, and that you found out that all the people were same in the end, right? And then Miss Dare has come up with an about the problems of humanity, that why people fall sick and the causes of diseases. Miss Dodd has made a presentation on the Reformation of England. Then there is Denham's report, which was a bit shocking, and he said that PT and games were not treated properly. He complains that the PT was ill conceived and it was pointless doing that because it's a waste of time. All these reports were done, and then finally Denham has called two children from the audience, and he has asked them to write the names of each teacher with the head on the slip of a paper. Then these slips are folded and they are put it into a hat, and they have juggled it, and then they have been asked to pick out the names. So the names were called Mr. Weston, Mrs. Dale Evans, Miss Philip Denham, Miss Joseph, and others were asked to let off the stage, and the teachers have come up on this to the stage. And as said earlier, the process of questioning has begun. But then the teachers also were little unprepared, because they didn't know they were to be asked to come onto the stage. Who would be asked to be coming onto the stage? And mostly it was the higher class, the top classes. The students had posed them some questions, and because some younger children were too timid, they were too frightened, and they could not form their questions. Okay, but then the teachers had no briefing, because it was not informed to them prior, so the teachers seemed a little unprepared. But then Miss Euphia Philip, she was the coolest, and she has performed well. She has dealt with the questions put to her with candor and authority. Candor meaning with quite complete openness and honesty. She has answered all the questions. Then Denham has put this blunt criticism of PT as being useless, and Fernand's adroit questioning. Adroit meaning clever questioning, and he found himself completely nonplussed. Nonplussed meaning quite surprised and confused, because he could not effectively support PT exercises. What is the importance of PT? There is an advantage of having a PT period. He says it is said that Denham was a trained boxer, and then he knows that any physical sport for that matter requires a lot of practice, whether it is running, whether or for that matter discus throw, or any sport for that matter. You say cricket, football, anything requires a lot of practice every day. Okay, if practiced daily and for sustained periods. So PT twice a week, 20 minutes, he says, is of no use. It's a waste of time. So here Miss Philip has promptly given an answer for this. She says what she says. She has a very valid point, and she says that the school, every subject for that matter, including PT and games, just like English, history, geography, math, science, PT is also included in that. PT and games has been included to benefit, to receive, because it has its importance. That's why it's been included in the timetable. The school always considered the greatest good for the greatest number. The school will not think from the point of view of one or two students. It has to think about all the students. And she says that some of you are fortunate in your own fine physical development. Some are good enough in games, some are not. Okay, so not necessary that you have to do your PT or games, involved in games. But then the question was, Denham was not to be put off by these sugary remarks. He says, then why do we need to have PT? Why don't you take only those kids? So now those who are good in PT and games, you involve those kids. Or you can have some other games like football, or instead of doing a lot of daft things, that's no good for us. So some students might think that why should we get involved in it, because we are not interested in it. So let's have a choice or an option of quitting that subject. But then again she has an answer for it. She says, let's say as it's like an exercise. Just like you require an exercise for your mind, you require an exercise for your body as well. Okay, so the timetable is framed keeping in mind all these aspects, and it is meant to help you the world when you leave the world. See, you might say, oh, history is not important, geography is not important. You become an MBBS doctor, you would say, what was the use of studying history and geography? No, this is all important. Each subject is important. Okay, you cannot just leave that. So you got to do something in spite of the fact that you don't like doing it. Many things are not of interest to you, but still you do it because you got to do it. Okay, there's no way out. And she says that now you may not realize the importance of it, but sooner or later you will certainly understand the importance of it. Whatever it is, this was quite convincing. Miss Phillips has smiled broadly, and then I then finally the author concludes, I begin to understand how it was so slight a creature could cope so effectively with the class. Soon after this, as the morning ended, the head went on to the stage, closed the proceedings, and expressing the pride in all the children. So this is how the meeting has ended. He has expressed his pride in all the children and the deep appreciation for their efforts. So children, in whatever way, little way, they have done their best to put up a well presented, well organized report in front of the school. So this is all about the chapter number 17 of the novel To Serve with Love. Okay, so I feel you must have understood this chapter. Thank you.